Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check the fresh release from Miniart. It's a 135 scale accessory set, I would say, because as you can see, it's a part of the World War II military miniature series, and we get here the G-518 US cargo trailer for a 1 ton weight, and of course that's the commercial sample, so it means you'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. It should be already available in Modelimex, for example, so you can order it directly there. But as for this kit, I think it might be a good choice for some diorama build. That's why I decided to take a closer look, and you can see the kit number here is 35436. So first of all, the box size is not that big because the subject itself is also not that large, and here you can see comparison with my hand. We have really nice box art. It's made by Booth 22 as usual, and here we have also some safety devices and also information about the manufacturer, while on the opposite side you can see the 4 marking options which are included here, and note that there are also assembly option for these wooden barriers in order to rise the height of the trailer, but we will check it in the assembly manual when we will be going through the pages. For now, let's open this box. It's a top opening box, and here is what we have inside. And you can notice that all sprues are sealed into one plastic bag, and we also have the assembly manual on the bottom. For these sprues, I will need scissors in order to open it, so just give me a second. Because here I can see that we get not only the plastic parts, but we also get some PE parts and also decals. So it will be interesting to see how they are designed. So first of all, let's start with the decals. Quite an unusual sequence for us, but here are the decals, and they look quite nice. So as you remember, we have 4 marking options, so they will be useful for those 4 markings. Next, we continue with the small envelope with Miniart logo. This one is usually dedicated to PE parts, but here I can see we have also another metal bonus. So I will take both PE fret and this metal bonus together. So let's zoom in, and for the parts, I will try to show them like that. So here we get the unpainted P thread and also this small chain, which will be handy for depicting the actual chain on the trailer. So this is something what is not that often met in the standard packaging of various plastic kits, so definitely a good addition, especially in a 135 scale. Next, we continue with the first gray plastic sprue. It's a Sprue BK, and here I will have to zoom out a bit. As you can see, we have the chassis parts, we also have some wheels for the front support, and we also have this towing hook for the frontal section as well. So everything is molded in a quite nice quality. I don't see any possible molding damage, and here you can check the parts from the opposite side. Next, we move on with the wooden parts for the raised sides. So they are molded as a single piece sections, let's say, and that's really cool because you basically take these parts out, install them onto your trailer, and you should be good to go. So you don't have to do any additional actions, and you get the right alignment out of the box. And if I take, for example, this sprue closer, so we have some guiding elements inside. I will show them maybe like this so that you can see what I'm talking about. So probably with the alignment you also should be fine, because we have smart design here. Next, we continue with the plastic parts for wheels. So those are supplied on 2 identical plastic sprues, and I will show you on one because those are absolutely the same parts, but we have here the plastic wheels, and that's already an advantage. But as you can see, Miniart, as usual, does not skip on the tire wall details. So if I show you like this, you can see them on the tires. They are not as prominent as on some resin kits, so be sure not to lose them under layers of paint and primer, but I think it's still a nice feature to have in a 135 scale. It should be noticeable in this size, so definitely a good thing to get out of the box. And if I flip it over here, you can see that the opposite side is actually molded with the separate side section. So it's also something what can help you with the painting, because as usual we do not get any painting templates or maybe masks included, so you have to do everything with your own hands and tools. Next, we continue with the last gray plastic sprue. So this one is dedicated to the large panels, and here straight away you can see quite an interesting feature. This side wall is molded together with the leaf spring. And this is something where you will have to be careful, because it's really easy to break off this tender leaf spring pre-molded with the side. And also we have here some parts for the chassis, as you can see, and they look great. We have also the wheel fenders. They are molded as a single piece parts, and they are coming as the separate parts. They should be inserted right into these guiding elements. So again, we have a well thought design where we have the guiding elements for such large parts, and you shouldn't be worried about the possible alignment issues. And here, by the way, you can see also some other front and rear walls for this trailer. If we flip it over here, you can check the details from the opposite side, but that's nothing much, I would say. Surprisingly, those are just plain panels, but you can also play with some weathering, because these trailers are usually really heavily beaten up, so it might be a good idea to replicate some scratches, maybe paint fading, or even some chips of the paints and also the rust underneath. So that's the last gray plastic sprue, and then we can start with the assembly manual. So here I will have to close the lenses a bit and maybe zoom out so that you can see the full brochure. It's printed in color. So here we have short list of the features. We have 2 build-up options as it's written, and decals for 4 markings. Next we have the parts map, and assembly process starts with the side walls. As you can see, a lot of parts will be added, even some PE parts, so be ready for that. And then we start combining the walls together, but you also get the choice to install this let's say walls extenders. I'm just checking that this one will be for the short version and this one will be for the raised version, so decide in advance, because later it will be difficult to change. Next we continue with assembling all of these panels together. Again, some PE parts gets involved in the process, and note that, for example, for the brake lines you have to use your own metal wire, which is 0.5 millimeters thick. And there is also the exact length is written. For example, here we need the 20.45 millimeters of the metal wire. Next, we continue with the wheel fenders and wheels themselves. And also here you have some additional steps for these versions with the raised tabs over the sides. Next, we continue here with the attachment device. And as you can see, the chain will be used as well for the locks, and I can see that we can also replicate the parking position or the transport position. Here you can see 2 marking options. So this is a typical Miniart profile. It's printed in color, so it will be easy to distinguish which colors you need here and there. This is actually the weathered version, so you can get some inspiration from this marking. And also here we have the a bit cleaner version with the white tire walls. So as for the whole kit, it looks like a good addition for some car model or maybe for some tank even. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a list. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. And if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.